Have you ever clipped a gas pump nozzle into your tank, squeezed the trigger, and just walked away? You check your phone, stare at nothing, and then, without you doing a single thing, click, the pump stops itself. No overflow, no spill, not a drop wasted. That metal nozzle has no screen, no chip, no warning light, and yet it knew your tank was full at the exact right moment. So how does a piece of metal know anything at all? Welcome to Latent Histories. Today we're uncovering the invisible physics inside the most ordinary moment at the gas station and why it took 34 years for anyone to actually use it. To understand how the nozzle knows, we first have to forget everything we think about sensors. There's no chip, no float, no electronics at all. This was invented in 1939, decades before microprocessors existed. It works on one principle, the Venturi Effect. Put your thumb over a garden hose and the water speeds up. Here's the key. When a fluid speeds up, pressure around it drops. That single trade-off is the entire engine behind the auto shutoff. The nozzle tip has two openings. The large one delivers fuel, but right beside it is a tiny tube no wider than a straw running up into a rubber diaphragm inside the handle. While fuel flows freely, that speed drops the pressure at the tip, and low pressure pulls air silently up the small tube. Diaphragm relaxed, trigger open, fuel flows. The instant rising fuel submerges that tiny tube, everything changes. Liquid can't flow through it the way air can. Pressure surges up the tube, pushes the diaphragm hard enough to trip a mechanical latch, and click. A pressure signal travels from your tank through a rubber membrane to a mechanical switch. Zero electrons involved. Most people don't know this part. When your tank fills, it pushes out fuel vapor. The nozzle captures that vapor, but only if you stop at the click. Keep squeezing and liquid fuel soaks the charcoal canister in your car, ruining it. Mechanics call it a flooded canister. It's an expensive repair for a few extra cents of fuel. Here's what nobody tells you. This was patented in 1939, and almost nobody wanted it, because back then a uniformed attendant pumped your gas for you. The auto shutoff was a solution to a problem that didn't exist. The invention gathered dust for 34 years. Then, the 1973 OPEC oil embargo hit. Prices spiked, lines stretched for miles, and station owners fired their attendants overnight. Suddenly, millions of people were standing at pumps with no idea what they were doing, and the auto shutoff went from unwanted novelty to federal safety requirement in a matter of years. The invention had simply been waiting for the world to need it. So the next time you walk away from the pump, you'll know what's happening in those 3 inches of metal at the tip. Pressure drops, air gets pulled, liquid blocks the tube, pressure surges, a latch trips, the whole thing stops itself. No chip, no signal, no software. A chain of physical forces unchanged since 1939. You walked away from the pump, but the pump never needed you. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, it really helps. And subscribe to Latent Histories for more stories about the ordinary objects you've never stopped to question. Thanks for watching.